You know, when I was 7 years old, I started in gymnastics, and for about 3 years, I was doing some competitive gymnastics just statewide. But one of the things is it got tiring, it got exhausting, the commitment got more and more. How do you handle that? How did it not get that for you?
It took a lot of self-discipline, and I always have like my coaches or my family as a great support system to go to if I'm ever feeling stressed. So we've kind of dealt with it really well with balancing the two.
This is something that you've loved since how old were you when you started doing this?
I was 6 years old.
It took a while before you really got serious. It was just within the last few years, right?
Yes, it took a while to notice that I had the ability to do what I do now, and it just took a while for me to realize that and to actually take it in and use it.
Who were the gymnasts that you looked to when you grew up? Who was it that kind of captured your imagination? And who have you talked to that, has really helped you of maybe the champions that you've met?
I used to look up to Alicia Sacamone and Shawn Johnson and Nastia Lukin, but then growing up or helping me or mentoring me, it's always been Kyla my past couple of years. But I've always, if I have any problems, I can go to Michaela, Kyla, or Allie, and they can tell me what's up and stuff like that. So they've always guided me into the right direction.
I heard Mary Lou Retton called you the most talented gymnast that she's ever seen. What does it mean when you hear something like that?
It's almost crazy because she's been in these same footsteps and gone on to do way better things. So to hear her say that, it's just amazing, and it still blows my mind because I'm like, wow, but look at you. Your name is Mary Lou Retton, that's who you are, and you live up to it. So I think it's just kind of crazy that she could say that about me, and it's an honor.
Some people know your biography, but for those who don't, you were born in Ohio. Your biological mom had some problems, and she had to give up her kids into foster care. Luckily, you were adopted by your grandparents, and that's your mom and dad right now. But the thing that amazes me and the thing that I think about is you came to Houston, Texas, of all places, and this is this is a gymnastics hotbed. Do you feel like that kind of changed your life a little bit? Were you very fortunate to be here of all places to kind of have landed in Houston?
Yes, I am very fortunate to have landed in Houston, Texas, just because Texas has a lot of amazing gyms in the area. So just to have landed here and me being able to stay here and not have to move like some other gymnasts have, I think it's a blessing.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.